Hi there, friends. I'll come in here with a quick note to let you know that the first global Product Owner Summit organized by the Scrum Master Toolbox podcast is coming soon. To know more, check out the bit.ly/Product Owner 2023. That's bit.ly/Product Owner 2023. That's all one word, all lowercase. And stick around to the end of the episode to know more. But for now, on to the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to one more week of the Scrum Master Toolbox podcast. And this week, joining us from the US is Oguz, also known as Oguz Ozyurt. Hey, Oz, welcome to the show.
Hey, Vasco. Thank you so much for having me today.
Absolutely. So Oz came from a technical background, has worked across multiple industries, applying Agile practices towards the technical and non-technical areas. He's passionate about Agile. He's leveraged his passion for delivering value and Agile practices by coaching, teaching, mentoring many teams and transforming from traditional software development lifecycle to Agile principles and practices. So Oz, we'll dive into that a little bit more. So why don't you take a minute, tell us a little bit more about yourself and how did you end up becoming a Scrum Master?
Yeah, thanks again, and Vasco. It's a wonderful introduction. So I work in different industries such as healthcare, education, and bank industries. Almost actually over 10 years as a software engineer, and you know how the traditional software development works, and the SDLC process, and especially for the traditional way of working. That time was and I was working with the team. Actually, team was struggling a lot with working with the business partners, such as and understanding the scope of the work, understanding the requirements, understanding the change process. Even just at that time, they didn't use really Agile, but it was so hard to to work with the the business partners. So, and we're trying to understand actually how we can actually just doing the code enhancements. So most importantly, that time, I was really reading the Scrum guideline. Actually, somebody just sent it over to me. So, and I just start thinking, I didn't really feel actually, including me, my team was a part of the customer value, what they are doing actually day by day. So I feel like just the team was like working in the feature factory. So rather than the value factory, meaning that actually, so you are actually taking the work and complete it and deliver it, taking the work and complete it and deliver it. So, and then I just start thinking, why we are doing this. So what is what is the business impact behind this, our features or products? So are we just really getting to solve this problem in people's life? So and then I start just and asking the same thing for my leaderships. Hey, we are working like just such as environment that actually we don't know actually who is using this our product and what is just the business impact, and also are we really solving the problems? And then I realized that no, it's not really something. It's really just the and hypothetical work.
It's just writing code, right? It was just writing code.
It is. You just actually just kind of feel like you just putting you feel like yourself in the box, and every day you're just picking the task out of user stories.
And they call was it actually that what triggered you to learn more about Scrum and learn what the Scrum role is about?
It is because it is, but it took 10 years. So when I was working as a software engineer, so and then I decided to step in the team level leadership role, which team wanted to see you as part of the team member, right? As a Scrum Master that time, I took really the leadership role, and I want to show that this team actually, leading by the example. So really just a part of the team rather than the acting like manager. So in that time, and I also just a little bit familiar with the a Kaizen mindset.
So you were
Kaizen methodology.
You were the manager or the leader for the team, and through that you were applying what at that time you thought being a Scrum Master was all about, right? Is that what you were doing?
I was a senior engineer actually, just working with the team, and then after for a while actually, and I just asking myself, this is not the way actually I supposed to work. And then I decided to step in the team level leadership as a Scrum Master later on. That's what
Okay.
that's actually just
And
because
what was that trigger? Was the trigger for you to go the Scrum Master route? Was it that you felt that the work that the team was doing was kind of wasted? It wasn't really valuable for the customer. Was that what triggered your move
yeah.
to the Scrum Master role?
Yeah, it's a good point. So two things. One actually is um I saw myself and like in the box. So and working just on the the particular PBI, they call it PBI, but really just working with the feature factory rather than the value factory. You don't know actually what value you're producing to customers. You just actually basically get things done. That is the mindset. The
Yeah.
second thing is, second thing is, and I didn't see the leadership support actually how they're engaging with the team members, how they're actually just encouraging team members. So two things actually just stand to me. Hey, us, this is the time actually you should actually step in, helping a
Yeah.
team actually to engaging the business with the business partners, trying to understand what we need to do and trying to understand why behind these features, and also are we getting this solving the real problem in people's life. If you make your customer happy, so and then actually you will start you will actually recognize yourself as being a part of the customer happiness. If the
Absolutely.
customer will not use your product, so you spend I work actually just many different projects. So one project in healthcare, we
So
spent 2
after
years.
you had that realization and you realized that, okay, I can help the team and the organization by being a Scrum Master and showing by leading by example, as you said, I'm sure that there's many stories that we could talk about, but now we want to talk about one of those stories that we have as Scrum Masters. We face difficulties, right? Like not everything goes as planned. So walk us through one of those stories, Oz, and tell us, walk us through what happened and so on. But then we'll go into the details later on. But tell us what you were doing at that time that eventually wasn't good enough for the team. So walk us through that
Yep,
story.
really good question, Vasco. And first of all, I think no one wants to be in type of this situation. But the reality is, we keep saying in our agile community actually, fail fast, learn faster. So, but I remember one of the projects, and I was working as a Scrum lead just for a few weeks, just for a couple of weeks that I joined the team. So that time, actually, I was working with the teams and product owner, and who came from the different titles and different experience. So, and we actually just and we were in a demo meeting, sprint demo meeting, and after the demo, actually, he basically just assigned of the outcome of the iterations. So, and then actually, team actually wanted to see how product owner actually is satisfied, about the outcome of the iterations. So, and then the team actually just was happy because okay, we actually achieved the goal of the iteration, and product owner is basically sign off the outcome. So after that, so and Pure actually and let the just the business partners about the piece of functionality is ready to release. So and then that partner is also just talking with the customers. Hey, we achieved this goal and feature is ready. So all this conversation, team didn't know at all. So after actually just the product owner actually came over to team and said, hey, and are we going to release this product, this the ABC features? And team, I saw the team eyes actually, they were looking blind. No, we are not going to release anything.
So they had a demo and they showed the functionality, but they were not ready to release. Was that so?
Yep, it is because of the technical depth actually in that piece of functionality. So and then when the team actually told the PO, hey, due to the technical depths and this release actually will get a delay actually. So and PO actually wasn't willing to talk to the partners again because of the technical depth. So because of if we can release it actually without fixing technical debt, it will actually impact the major functionality of the product in terms of what customer expected. So we want the PO actually to talk to the customer again, but he didn't want to do that.
So the PO said, no, guys, you just have to release anyway. Was that what the PO said?
It wasn't like that, but because he promised something to release.
But he created pressure, right? He pressured the team to release.
It is. But as in my position, and so I don't want a team actually to work 7 days and 24 hours. So, and if you promise something, first you need to talk to your team, right? So, but now, and and I realized that PO was kind of out of mind actually what to tell the customers about the technical debt, because if we release it actually without telling the team, it will actually impact the major of the functionality. So I still remember at that time, to be honest. So,
yeah.
But
and
really,
as a Scrum Master, like how did you feel at that time? Because you probably were aware that the team was accruing that technical debt and they were not going to be ready to release, right? So how did you feel at that time?
Again, it just, I joined this team actually for a couple of weeks. And first, actually, what I learned, and they didn't really have a concrete and tangible definition all done. So that's why they missed the technical debt, actually. So because basically, and they didn't really talk about the technical depths. So
so they were just writing code. There wasn't like a specific set of quality criteria that they had to meet.
No.
Right?
Yep. It is. Again, and we actually just and come together. And I just opened just a stage to everybody, including product owner as well, because there is no actually product owner and team. We are all in one team. So if product owner is failed, we are failed. So if team is failed, we are failed to do so.
Exactly.
So that's why.
So when you think about that situation, and let's imagine that somebody out there is our friend Luke out there, the prototypical Scrum Master, facing the evil forces of the empire, is facing exactly that situation right now. What advice do you have to share with Luke? Let's say that he just realized the team isn't going to be able to release, the PO is starting to put pressure on the team to release anyway. What would you do different these days?
Yep, I think just excuse me. I think the PO and Scrum Master, they are the actual team level leaders of the lead the team. So and when you look at just a way of this, how Agile team actually works together. So and we are partnering each other. There is no, regardless of your title, we are partnering. So we have a one goal, we have a one deadline. So if basically that time actually team failed on the PO promise to the customer, so we accept it. And I think first thing actually accept just the whatever you failed, and then actually go through just to understand the root cause of analysis, actually identify the problem, and then in this case what we did, so we and open the stage and go through the and divergent thinking and convergent thinking and get all the feedback from the people, and then we lay out the plan. So what we can do as of now, what we cannot do, just to show the people, hey, as part of this promise, we can do this, but we cannot do this. And then ask them, are you okay with this? So we are not hiding anything. So I think the transparency is very critical, actually. The Scrum Master needs to actually make sure that it exists, and also make sure that nobody's hiding, and keep the people together. Keep the people together.
And this
that
transparency is very important for us to be able to solve any problems, right? Because if there is no transparency, we can't really solve the problem. Whatever the solution might be, it could be that we don't release after all. It could be that we do release, but we release it as a preview or beta or whatever. Like it could be many possible solutions.
Well, yep, it is. I'm always looking for, in a positive way, how we can actually deliver the better result, even actually we have a technical debt.
Absolutely.
So that is actually always.
And that's the mindset that we should have for sure. Oz, thank you very much for sharing that story with us.
Thank you, Vasco.
Hi there, Agile friends. Thank you for sticking around. This year's first global summit dedicated to the product owner role In Scrum, we'll have some amazing keynotes and 2 tracks filled with first-hand stories and experiences for product owners to learn more about that critical Scrum role. We'll have Roman Pichler, author and product expert, who'll be answering your questions and sharing the most important aspects of the product owner role. We'll also have Colleen Johnson talking about why roadmaps are probably making your life much harder than it needs to be and what to do instead. This talk was quite a success in Agile Online Summit 2022, and Colleen has learned some new tricks, tools, techniques that she will share with us when it comes to roadmaps for the product owner role. And we will also have Henrik Nyberg, author of Scrum and Kanban from the Trenches, as well as one of the creators of the Spotify model. So come in and listen to his stories. And we'll also have, of course, 2 tracks with many more sessions and even some live sessions. The 2 tracks will cover practices every product owner should know, where we'll be hosting conversations on topics that product owners need to be familiar with, like backlog refinement, planning, and much more. The second track will be on metrics, measuring product and personal success as a product owner. As product owners, it's crucial to have a clear understanding of what are the metrics that drive success for us, and of course also for the products and businesses that we work with, and we need to continuously measure and optimize those metrics. So in this track, we'll be sharing what's working and what's not in the area of measuring success for product owners. We will also have the opportunity to network with our peers. It's a network event, of course, so get your tickets and join our Slack. Go to bit.ly/product owner 2023. That's all one word, all lowercase. As always, we will have free tickets and VIP tickets, which will give you long-term access to the content of this summit. So check them out at bit.ly/product owner 2023. All lowercase, all one word. I'll see you on the summit floor. Monday is about what we learn from our obstacles and our failures. But tomorrow is Team Tuesday here on the Scrum Master Toolbox podcast. We explore teams and their journeys, the habits they develop that threaten their performance, how each of our guests helped their teams evolve, and the one key lesson they learned from that experience.